Welcome to the Next Chapter podcast, a place where women like you rediscover their most fulfilled selves, beyond and within motherhood. Meet your host, Andrea Hecht, life and purpose coach for busy moms, educator, and mother of two. This is a podcast where we explore what it means to reclaim ownership of your time, well-being, and personal identity outside motherhood. Join Andrea for deep conversations with inspirational women as we find out what it means to feel lit up by your life again, both as a mom and as an individual. From rediscovering your authentic ambitions and reigniting your passions to ditching the mom guilt and putting your needs first, each episode will motivate you to write the next chapter on your own terms. So get ready to create the inner identity and outer lifestyle that will empower you to live your most joyful and fulfilling life, both inside and outside the home. Let's dive in.
Welcome to another Conversation with a Coach episode. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about boundaries. This is something that I've been working on with many of my clients is boundary setting. And I think that what I've noticed is that people, when I say boundaries, they have a hard time setting them. And what I think is kind of challenging for some people is that they want to do so many different things. They feel as though that they can do everything, and they feel that when they kind of set these boundaries that it is almost like they are acting as kind of like a failure. And so I challenge my clients to kind of reframe their thinking and understanding that when we set boundaries, we are actually not failures. We're being very strategic and smart about our time and what is important to us. Understanding that as mothers, we can certainly do it all, but recognizing that when we do it all, it's really understanding doing it all at what cost. It's certainly going to drain us. It's not going to keep us energized, and it's going to take our time away from things that really kind of light us up. So when you set boundaries, it's really understanding that we are putting the attention on the things that are important to us at any given moment and that require our attention at any given moment. So when you are faced with a bunch of different things that you want to do, kind of prioritize those. Look at them and say, okay, what is going to light me up? What is going to energize me? Focus on those. And the other things, you can kind of say no. By saying no, you're really setting up those strategic boundaries that can keep you feeling energized in the things that are important to you. And recognizing, again, we can do it all. We certainly can, but at what cost? You don't want to feel drained all the time. You don't want to feel stressed. You don't want to feel as though you are not doing something to the best of your ability because you have stretched yourself thin. That can cause other challenges down the road if you feel as though you've stretched yourself so thin and that anything that you are trying to do, that you don't feel as though you're doing it to the best of your ability. So recognize boundaries certainly are important. They protect our energy, they keep us fulfilled, and they keep our cup full. So I hope that that helps you take a different look at the idea of boundaries. And next time you are faced with the challenge of saying no, think about, is this going to fuel me and help me move forward in what I want to do? Or is it something that I can simply say no to? Stay tuned for the next episode of Conversation with a Coach.
Thanks for listening to the Next Chapter podcast. If you are ready to trade overwhelm and mom guilt for a soul-satisfying life, head to fullyinformedlife.com or at Fully Informed Life Coaching on Instagram to check out all the latest ways to work with Andrea Hecht. Andrea specializes in helping ambitious moms like you to gain the clarity, confidence, and personal insight that will empower you to show up for your authentic ambitions and transform your well-being, all while still being a rock star mom. In the meantime, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe, and join us next time for another episode of the Next Chapter podcast.